We are taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. The 2024 legislative session is underway in Annapolis. Coming up, the changes lawmakers are debating when it comes to new juvenile crime laws in Maryland. The big question on many people's minds, will my taxes go up? We're going to look at the budget deficit the state is facing and press the governor on his plans to fill it. And when you call 911 for help, you expect someone to come. But if you call in the city, there could be a delay. We'll look at the growing shortage of first responders and the impact it is having. Fox 45 News Midday starts now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Thanks for joining us for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Patrice Sanders. We begin with breaking news this morning. We're learning the name of the man who Baltimore County Police shot and killed during a Tuesday standoff in Pikesville. The Attorney General's office says Shaquem Webley was 29 years old. Police shot him Tuesday after they say he engaged officers outside a gas station. Right now, the AG is not naming the 3 officers involved. An investigation is ongoing. Also breaking, a man is found dead inside an abandoned car in Frederick County. Right now, several streets in that area are closed as investigators are on scene. This all happening in a field along Crum Road in Walkersville. Authorities say a caller reported a car with its flashers on that had been there for several hours. Police say a man was found dead inside that car. Crum Road now closed from Liberty Road to Stauffer as deputies are investigating. Also, right now, meteorologist Justin Chambers is tracking the next weather maker that could bring another round of strong winds and rain to our area. Justin.
A mix of clouds and sun for your Thursday, and temperatures that'll be above average, but we're tracking Friday's storm already. Another weather maker that's going to bring wind and rain to the region, especially Friday night into Saturday. But overall, next couple of hours in your hour-by-hour forecast should warm up nicely with some lower 50s, less wind for the day today with plenty of sunshine. And look at that average high of 43, so well above that number. 53 today, will drop to the 30s tonight. Friday only getting to about 50, and you can see some more clouds there. That rain really doesn't roll in until we get into Friday evening. We'll take a closer look at that future scan for you in just a few minutes.
With the 446th legislative session underway, one of the biggest focuses is juvenile crime. Maryland's top prosecutors are putting their priorities before the General Assembly. We have team coverage of session 2024. We start with Shannon Lilly for a closer look at some of the ideas prosecutors are asking lawmakers to tackle. Shannon.
Yeah, there's a couple big issues that these top prosecutors want addressed. One of the biggest is surrounding the state's Juvenile Interrogation Act. Now, that's a law that we've told you about time and time again, but we want to pull up some information here just as a refresher. Remember, that's the law that requires an attorney to give permission for law enforcement to question a juvenile, even if the parent has already approved. Now, prosecutors and police have argued that this law hinders some investigations. In fact, the top prosecutors who attended our roundtable town hall argue that parents should have a say here, and they want lawmakers to require attorneys to actually physically be present in person during the questioning as well. Take a listen.
If the parent wants their child to just tell the truth, why can't they? I really think that we're putting parents in a horrible position to say we want to hold you accountable for your child, but you can't even hold your child accountable to you.
One of the things I always hear Senator Jill Carter say, poor black and brown children. We're saying, do black and brown children, poor black and brown children, or poor white children, or individuals who don't have the financial means, don't they deserve to have a lawyer sit next to them? Because God forbid all of us, our children, would have lawyers sit next to them.
And now to another issue that these top prosecutors want addressed. They want lawmakers to extend probation for young offenders. And right now, that is something that the governor has indicated he may be interested in. Reporting in downtown Baltimore, I'm Shannon Lilly, Fox 45 News, Midday.
Meanwhile, the input of the Secretary of the Department of Juvenile Services, Vincent Schiraldi, will have a key role in how lawmakers move forward in the new legislative session. Olivia Dance brings us a closer look at how lawmakers will be addressing juvenile crime.
Well, the topic of juvenile crime is certainly going to dominate this legislative session here in Annapolis, with lawmakers already discussing some key issues on the first day of session. Take a listen to what they said.
We don't want them to become career criminals, but we're not preventing them from becoming career criminals by slapping them on the wrist.
It has to be the mindset of not just checking a box of, we did the screening, we're just going to send it to diversion. There has to be the question of, what does this child need to change his or her behavior, because it can't continue like this. And that happens in that intake process.
Senate President Bill Ferguson continues to push for changes with the intake process, and that's an area where support actually appears to be building. But it's still not clear where the governor's public safety proposals, which were unveiled on Tuesday, fit into that equation. Governor Moore's public safety package included 3 bills, but none plan to target juvenile crime specifically. Meanwhile, the governor has said there needs to be accountability for young offenders while also providing adequate levels of services and programming. Now, committees will be forming the rest of this week and next week, and there are also already hearings scheduled to talk about the juvenile justice system. But for now, reporting in Annapolis, I'm Olivia Dance, Fox 45 News, Midday.
Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost hosted a town hall with state's attorneys, all of them stressing the urgency needed to curb youth violence. If you missed yesterday's roundtable, it will re-air this Sunday. You can watch on MyTV Baltimore at 1 p.m., on Fox 45 at 2 p.m., or on the CW at 10 p.m. And you can also stream the roundtable in its entirety at foxbaltimore.com or on our YouTube page. Another big focus of this session will be the budget. Many Marylanders wanting to know, will taxes go up? Right now, there is a $761 million projected budget deficit for next budget year. Senate President Bill Ferguson says he doesn't see the need for tax increases, but some Republicans aren't convinced. And Governor Wes Moore is not taking tax hikes completely off the table, saying that his bar is high for tax increases. So far, Fox 45 News has asked the governor where he stands on fee increases in various situations. Take a listen to what he said.
I would put the same standard. When we're talking about taxpayer dollars, when we're talking about what it means to create and modernize government, I think we have to be disciplined.
But you're not ruling it out.
I would need to say we have to apply the same type of fiscal discipline.
Governor Moore is required to unveil his budget proposal by next Wednesday. 11:07 now. Here's a look at today's top trending stories. Trending number 1, there is a widespread shortage of first responders in Baltimore City. Police, fire, and EMS are all starting the new year off with critically low staffing. Baltimore City 911 dispatchers say they're struggling to send crews out to high priority calls within the 1-minute standard. Firefighters are facing a 10% vacancy rate, and EMS workers are at a 27% vacancy rate, meaning 1 in every 4 EMS positions is currently empty. Trending number 2, a member of the notorious Black Guerrilla family gang pleads guilty in a federal murder case. Tyrell Jeffries pleaded guilty to 1 count of racketeering conspiracy as part of a plea deal. The plea is part of a larger case that links multiple BGF members to 6 murders. Under 12. Advocates point to research showing tackle football causes brain damage, including serious conditions like CTE. Opponents of a ban argue that it cuts off kids' ability to participate in a popular sport and engage in physical activity. Other states, including New York and Illinois, have tried similar bans but failed. This is what you're saying about it. Football is a blood sport. Another one saying that actually may not be a bad idea. At that age, flag football would be a great option. Still ahead, the Stanley Cup craze is in full force. Coming up, the new warning from police about scams surrounding the popular tumblers. And closing arguments are set to begin in Donald Trump's civil fraud trial, while a judge is changing their mind, now saying that the former president cannot give his own closing. 11:13 now on Fox 45 News Midday. We're back with a live look over Towson. Things looking calm right now, but we're keeping a close eye on the next weather maker coming up when that next round of strong winds and rain could move in and when snow could be added to the mix. 11:15 and happening today. Closing arguments are set to begin in Donald Trump's civil fraud trial, and Trump will not be allowed to give his own closing. The judge overseeing the case has rescinded permission after Trump's lawyers would not pledge the former president would stick to relevant matters. Trump faces hundreds of millions of dollars in penalties, and he could lose his right to conduct business in New York. Hunter Biden is scheduled to be arraigned today for 9 federal tax charges. The president's son is expected to plead not guilty to the felony and misdemeanor charges. Prosecutors say Hunter Biden tried to avoid paying taxes that he owed to the IRS and used the money for an expensive lifestyle. This all comes after a plea agreement fizzled out last year after a judge questioned the deal. A consumer alert. Police are warning about a new scam surrounding Stanley Cups. As more people scramble to be part of the Stanley Cup trend, police say scammers are taking advantage. The price for the popular Quencher Stanley Cup is between $35 to $50, but police say some scammers are tricking customers by pretending to offer discounts. But some of those phony websites, they're advertising the product for as low as $5.99, which should let you know that's not real. The BBB warns that consumers should always be wary of unusually low prices and always research websites before you click buy. Starbucks is being sued for alleged deceptive marketing. The lawsuit alleged that Starbucks misled consumers that they were committed to 100% ethical coffee sourcing and 100% ethically sourced tea. The suit claims Starbucks coffee and tea are sourced from supply chains that have committed severe human rights and labor abuses. The group says Starbucks is telling consumers a lie. In a statement, Starbucks says it plans to aggressively defend against the claims. Coming up tonight on Fox 45 News at 4, Carroll County Public Schools imposing new restrictions on what books can be given to students. A look at that ban and the debate that it's causing. Then at 5, court documents revealing new details about how the state plans to try the 5 Brooklyn Homes mass shooting suspects. What we're learning as we press officials for more answers. And at 6, the 2024 legislative session officially kicked off yesterday. We're taking a closer look at the bills being introduced to curb the juvenile crime crisis. 11:17 and now to today's talking point. He's a self-proclaimed super commuter. He lives in Ohio, but he commutes to New York City for work. When asked to return to the office, Wall Street Journal reporter Chip Cutter was determined to cut his housing costs, so he shuttles back and forth between New York and Ohio.
And so I said, is there any way that I could use everything that I've learned about credit card bonuses and airline frequent flyer miles over the years and commute from living in Columbus, Ohio, keeping my apartment there, but then keeping my job that I love here at the Journal in New York. And so what I've been doing every week is just commuting back and forth.
Cutter says his rent in Ohio is less than half what he would spend in New York. Now, he admits he's not saving as much as he planned, but it's still cheaper than living in Manhattan full time. Right now, he's averaging 4 days in New York City, the other 3 in Columbus. And I think he actually said he has to stop doing this because the math wasn't mathing anymore, which, as you would imagine. Mark Clark with Be More Lifestyle here. Now, this is just team too much for me.
Well, actually, Patrice, I did this for 3 years. I worked in New York and came home every weekend.
So, okay, so that's that. But he said in this case, he would go, and because he was trying to use his credit card points and that kind of thing, he'd have to stay at a different hotel each night. He'd have to book his flights back. And then if he needed to go to meetings, he'd have to cancel flights home and rebook at the last minute. Like, there was a lot of
He did extra. Well, I rented a basement apartment and then stayed there. There's $1,000. That was $1,000 a week. $1,000 a month. And
so you were stable and you had some kind of normalcy.
Yeah, he should have called me. I could have helped him out. And he's young, he doesn't have a family. Go ahead, why not?
Right, so he's able to do all that because the mental logistics and the figuring all that out is just give me some peace. I'm gonna stay in one place.
You gotta pay for peace though.
Hey, it's worth it. All right, the next weather maker is heading our way. Meteorologist Justin Chambers is timing it all out for us. Justin?
We're tracking our next weather maker, another round of wind and rain coming in, especially as we get into Friday night and Saturday morning. But for your Thursday, not bad at all. Look at your hour-by-hour forecast. A lot of us will hang out in the lower 50s under partly cloudy skies. The average this time of year is 43, so we're going to be in that above-average category. And also, sunrise and sunset time starting to get a little bit earlier for the sunrise and a little bit later for the sunset now as we get closer to the spring equinox. And the big thing today, a lot less wind, so overall kind of a mild afternoon. Should see a mix of just sun and clouds out there. Temps in the 40s and lower 50s. These are going to be your high temperatures across central Maryland. 50 in Annapolis and Laurel. Lower 50s down to D.C. Mid 40s and even upper 40s for Philly and New York up to the north. 48 there in Ocean City. We do have a coastal flood watch. It starts tomorrow night or afternoon and goes all the way through Saturday morning. It's only for Anne Arundel County, so we are expecting more of that rain to roll in. But we're looking great today for our future scan. Thursday afternoon, no issues, and even the first part of Friday. It's late Friday and early Saturday. You can kind of see at 8 and 9 p.m. on Friday night. That's when the heaviest rain will roll through. The strongest wind as the cold front comes through right around midnight. Will be breezy back behind that, but drier as we get into your Saturday. And let me show you this 10-day forecast, and it is looking quite a bit colder next week. So we've got 50s through Saturday. MLK Day, not bad, but right about 40 for your high. Could see some snow showers late Monday, but Tuesday's our next actual chance for snow. And notice those numbers stay in the 30s into next weekend as well.
All right, Justin, still ahead, showing off your purple pride. The Ravens are helping you deck out your car ahead of the playoffs, where you can get a free logo stencil today. And Barbie is getting a new job, how the success of the Barbie film is helping the doll break into the movie business. And a big night of TV. At 8, it's Hell's Kitchen. Then at 9, it's Gordon Ramsay's Road Trip Spanish Vacation. Then it's Fox 45 News at 10, followed by the late edition at 11. 11:22, coming up on 11:22 now on Fox 45 News Midday. 11:25. Don't miss this. There's a new Barbie in town. Few of them, actually. Barbie's new career is taking her to Tinseltown. Mattel's 2024 Barbie Women in Film Career of the Year lineup features a studio executive with a smartphone, director with a viewfinder and a script, a cinematographer with a clipboard, and a red carpet-ready movie star. The new dolls follow the release of the blockbuster Barbie movie. Now, when it comes to films, Netflix's new ad-based streaming plan is attracting new users. The company says the ad-based plan has more than 23 million monthly active users. That is an increase of about 8 million in roughly 2 months. Netflix launched its ad-based plan in 2022 as a way to try to increase revenue. Honda is teasing new futuristic EVSs. They have spacious interiors with lounge seating and a steering wheel that's not really a wheel. Instead, it's two handles on the side that move into the dashboard. Wow. Honda says it was inspired by the dynamics of Formula One cars. That looks crazy. All right, YouTube is getting healthy. The video site will soon start promoting videos with emergency first aid information for heart attacks, seizures, and other medical issues. The videos will include step-by-step information for how to respond. Officials at YouTube say the majority of the videos are in English and Spanish, but they'll be available in other languages in the future. Time now for your lunch break. The Ravens are helping fans get ready for the playoffs. Love this time of year. The team is offering free car stenciling. You can get yours done right now at Federal Hill. There's a station set up on North Warren Avenue. The logo paintings kick off festivities for the Ravens' divisional playoff game. It's set for next weekend at M&T Bank. Well, that's all we have for Fox 45 News Midday. Be More Lifestyle. Up next, Mark Clark is back.
All right, Patrice, it appears the new pregnancy announcement is no announcement at all. Coming up, how couples are hiding their pregnancies and then doing a hard launch of their kid online. What? Confusing. We'll talk about it coming up.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
Hey, what's up, Baltimore? I'm Mark Clark, and this is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio A at Fox Baltimore. Lady T is here, along with Root Branch Media CEO, Dr. Vanya Pettigrew. Yes. Good morning, everybody. Let me tell you right now. Yes, doctor, yes. Call it a hard launch. The new pregnancy announcement seems to be no announcement at all. Appears to be the latest trend among influencers, and now it's moving into mainstream trends. More couples are hiding their entire pregnancy than surprising people with their baby when the baby is born. I don't like this. Doc, what do you think? I don't like this. This is some celebrity mumbo jumbo. What they're not saying is celebrities do it because some of them don't carry their babies. But anyway. Doc,
well, that's a whole
other
right.
thing. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they're doing it.
That's why they're doing it.
Yeah.
But you know what? When I saw the story, I thought this is good because for women, there's so much that goes into, and I don't have children, but there's so much that goes into that whole carrying a baby, and for women who actually lose their baby, you know, and so that whole jumping out the gate too fast, you know what I'm saying? So, but I understand how it hits people to fully pop up and the baby's already here. Like, y'all, I mean, meet me in the middle or something. You know what I mean?
Because I might not have my alerts on.
Right.
Lady T, I didn't know. Lady T done got twins. I didn't know.
Hey, I had those twins. Listen.
What's your take?
I did not like it when Haley Bailey, did it because I was a little concerned because I was like, why would you not want to share this with us? We support you through everything you've done.
Right.
You know, the Little Mermaid, everything. Just share this 1 bit of information. We asked you so many times because we saw a little bump protruding. So we was like, what's going on? But honestly, I get why people hide it. They want their privacy. They want to go through it. And they don't talk about those things that you go through, postpartum.
That's right.
You don't
That's
talk
true.
about the depression that women face. So there's a lot more to it. I feel like
Isn't it crazy we're at a time where we really are in a transition time?
This
the
is
things that were this way are different. So, okay, when it comes to dating, a lot of people are deal breakers. They have deal breakers. Things that would end a relationship. A list is of naming some of the common deal breakers in dating. Now,
what are they?
The disheveled or unclean appearance. That's number one.
Baby. Yes,
being lazy. Being too needy now. You're too needy now. Lack of humor and a lack of more than 3 hours. What is it? Living more than 3 hours away.
Living more than,
Okay, living 3 hours away.
Long distance relationships.
I don't know. You guys are single, so let's start with that.
I mean, I'm kind of a mover and a shaker, so I can't really deal with needing and clingy. So
what about the long distance? I think you can do long distance.
I definitely can do long distance. That's my speed all day. Like I want to miss you.
I
said stay away from
and I'll say long distance, as long as you have a date when this thing's gonna happen, I think that's the key.
Oh, you said,
Lady T?
You said, okay, look. For
you know what I'm saying? Like people been dating long distance for 3 years.
Listen, no, we're not doing that. I don't do that long distance stuff anymore. Because they are I don't like the surprises I was hit with every month. It was like, you got kids. Oh, the ex-wife was in jail. Oh, it was too many surprises.
The ex-wife was in jail.
You might need to be in jail.
You might need to be, but the real deal breakers to me are not lack of that, but lack of money that they have. They don't got money. I don't want to, and lack of sense of humor. I don't want to have to fake laugh at your jokes the rest of my life.
Hey, that's a big quality.
What is it? That's a big quality.
We want you to tell
I'm not fake laughing at these jokes.
Do you have deal breakers in your relationships? Vote on our website, foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on our lifestyle tab. And you can also vote on our Fox 45 News app. At the end of the show, we'll see what everybody thinks, okay? Now, it may be a dry January, but beer drinking in the U.S. fell to its lowest level in a generation this past year.
Wow.
For the first time since 1999, beer shipments fell below 200 million barrels. It comes as the beer industry competes with new alcohol products and Americans drinking less overall. Again, Doc, I think people are like, they're different things. I think wine, it seems like, you don't hear people talking about beer as much anymore.
No, you really don't. Now, I was a little surprised about that because we have quite a number of breweries here in Baltimore.
That's
a little concerning, like, okay, what's going on with there? But we are more conscious, healthier eaters and drinkers. So we are making some different choices these days.
Matter of fact, I never heard you talk about beer.
All right, look, man, I don't drink beer.
But you do talk about wine every day.
But I do.
Not every day.
The wine is me, and I am the wine. I am of the wine. No. But beer, I only drink ciders. I don't drink actual beer.
I thought you were going to say you drink Red Stripe.
I don't know. But my dad is a Coors drinker.
Come on,
I don't know. I don't like beer like that.
All right.
Ciders are the way to go, y'all.
Okay.
Ciders.
We got to announce. So, Doc, congratulations. You're now a member of the Red Cross Board.
Yes. Just was appointed this week to the
Go ahead. We did.
the
She was
board of
here first.
directors.
So you're on here first talking about it.
I'm on here first.
Awesome.
You heard it
Appreciate
first.
it.
Yes.
Love it.
Coming up, we're talking the hottest new tech of the year and how many are going green. And one of the newest tech trends will help you keep track of all the things you use most. The new way to keep track of your wallet. Do people still have wallets?
Yeah.
Coming up.
Definitely.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
Losing or misplacing a wallet or purse can be easy. Now, what is hard to find it, so that's what's hard. Julie Moran joins us with a handy piece that will help you find that.
The following segment is sponsored by Naki.
I just love my KeySmart Smart Card, and you will never lose your wallet or anything that you value again with KeySmart. And I love that it's as thin as 2 credit cards, so you can put it anywhere. Like if it works for you, put it in your wallet. You can put it in your briefcase. You can put it in a suitcase or a backpack or anything of value that you don't want to lose. Now, say if I drop my wallet in a parking lot, which I've done, I will hear a ringtone once I'm 200 feet away on my phone. And also, if you don't hear it, you'll get an alert on your phone that you've left it behind, and you'll get the exact location. And the smart card uses the Find My iPhone app. It's so easy to set up, and that connects you. And I love that you only have to charge this once a year. The charge lasts for an entire year, so you don't have to keep taking it out and recharging it and redoing it. Well, once I threw my wallet in a garbage can, and if I had had KeySmart, I'd have known where my wallet was before the garbage truck came and it took my wallet away. Then I had to get new credit cards, new license, all of that. It was terrible. Well, right now we're offering 25% off on the KeySmart Smart Card. So we want you to head over to asadeals.com for this absolutely, I just love this, amazing exclusive offer right now.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by SK Hynix.
Each year, the future is revealed in Las Vegas at the largest tech trade show in the world, the Consumer Electronics Show, or CES. Joining us today is tech expert Albert Lawrence, who's at the SK Wonderland exhibit for SK Group, which has everything from amusement parks to magic carpet ride and cars, all powered by green energy sources. What's going on, man? Now, tell us, why is CES so important?
CES is major. Now, if you're into technology, if you're curious about the future, or if you just love digging into gadgets like I do, this is one of those events you put on your calendar and you wait for with anticipation, because it gives you a chance to see what tech is going to do in order to shape our future. So right now, I'm planted at SK Wonderland exhibit. This is an amusement park that's powered by renewable energy and artificial intelligence. intelligence. So the goal of SK Group is to inspire optimism and really want to bring to life an interactive experience and show how real-world tech, from AI to green energy, can be applied today to create a better and a brighter future. And Mark, from where I'm standing right now, the future is looking pretty bright.
I love it. So what are some of the new technologies?
Yeah, so like I said, this is kind of like an amusement park, so I'm going to take you through the new tech by acting like we're going to a park together. So first off, the first ride that I hopped on is the train. But this isn't just any train. This train is powered by hydrogen energy, which means that its only emission is water. And you can visualize a future powered by the latest tech supporting artificial intelligence. But my absolute favorite ride, and don't tell the other rides that I said this, but it's the Magic Carpet ride. Because the Magic Carpet is this vehicle that's powered by AI-based semiconductors that can help the vehicle to fly safer, to get to its destination faster, and to manage power usage better. But if you're into cars and you also like to groove a little bit, then this dancing car is what's going to capture your imagination. It's fully electric, it's able to recharge in 20 minutes or less, and so when exhibit CES attendees, when they come on over here, they're seeing a world with less pollution, less waste, more green space, and more clean tech. And Mark, I think we can all feel good about that.
Are there other technologies to reduce the carbon footprint?
For sure. So SK is committed to reducing its annual carbon emissions in 2030 by 200 million tons. That means that to meet this goal, SK plans to invest $85 billion in green businesses globally. So in the critical area of semiconductors, SK is investing billions of dollars in tech that's going to lower energy usage while supporting new AI applications that can help us all to feel very optimistic about the future.
Man, you're at a cool place. You got a lot of great information. Where can we go for more information?
For more information, just visit sk.com.
All right, thanks so much, man. Be safe. Have a great time. Kevin Hart is breaking his silence amid news his ex-wife is teaming up with a comedian he's been feuding with. And hours after filing, Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet have settled their divorce. Lady T shares how she's going to find her new husband. Coming up. Oh, and the split. And it's time to spill this tea this Thursday with Lady T. What's up, Lady T?
Hey, fellow all tea sippers. All right, here is the tea. All right, it's a bittersweet end for one of our favorite couples. The divorce is final for actors Jason Momoa and actress Lisa Bonet, literally one day after Lisa filed for the divorce. Court docs obtained by TMZ explained the agreement, okay? So they will share joint and physical custody of the two kids, Lola and Nakua. Living expenses will be shared, and they waive rights to spousal support. Legally, they won't officially be single until July. That's what the documents say. Now, Momoa told Entertainment Tonight that he doesn't even have a home right now. He's currently living on the road, which is, you know, not a surprise because apparently he has this new series that follows him around as he travels. But if he's looking for a little stable home and environment to be at, baby, call me Lady T. I love it.
Jason Momoa in Baltimore. Wait a minute.
I know. This was exciting, but also sad because I love them as a couple, but I'm not going to, you know, it's not going to stop me from shooting my shot.
Wow.
Okay, baby.
All right.
All right. Up next, you guys, after an explosive interview, Cat Williams announced that he is going on tour and he's teaming up with the ex-wife of a comedian that he's been feuding with for a while. Kevin Hart's ex-wife, Tori Hart. She is going touring with Cat Williams. Shocking, right? She posted it on Instagram on Monday, telling everyone to come see her and support. Well, TMZ tracked down Kevin Hart. Here's what he had to say about it. So he said, I hope the tour goes great. And he wants everyone, every comedian, to succeed. Now, in Cat Williams' interview recently with Shannon Sharp on the Shay Shay podcast, he said Hart was an industry plant. And then a week ago, Hart said in the interview that Cat needs to get all the hate out of his heart. You know, back to what he's saying about all comedians succeeding. But look, I'm actually kind of shocked that Kevin went the positive route, didn't throw shade. And I guess he just used his opportunity for, you know, I guess his ex-wife needed the opportunity and she couldn't pass it up, right, Mark? I'm assuming that's what happened.
Well, I mean, I think, you know, Kevin Hart's a huge star. He doesn't have to. I wouldn't have even commented on anything. I would have taken the high road. He doesn't have to.
You just hopped in the truck and just drove off.
He don't have to. He's Kevin Hart. You know, he's like at the top of the food chain. It's like, okay.
He is. He's no big. He has helped other comedians as well, so I don't really know.
And as an industry plant, the difference, the thing that makes it shaky is he has his own company.
Yes, he does. Heartbeat Productions.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he does a TV series also. He does a bunch of those too.
Yeah.
He is really on a roll. So I don't know.
Maybe start off as a plan, but then you grow into a sweet potato.
And maybe 2024 is the year that he and Cat Williams will make amends. Okay,
no. They won't do that.
Just wishful thinking. Okay, up next, you guys, because the tea keeps pouring. So awards season is in full swing and history is being made. Now, actresses Keke Palmer and Angela Bassett get their flowers finally. The Creative Arts Emmys were last week, and Keke Palmer became the first woman in 15 years to win an Emmy for game show host. Talk about breaking barriers, right? All right, also Nick Offerman and Storm Reed went home with gold. He shaved his beard. I love him. Jasmine Guy, AKA Whitley from A Different World, she won an Emmy. Mayim Bialik won an Emmy for hosting Jeopardy. Maya Rudolph on my favorite series, Big Mouth, won 2. And my fave, Karamo, won an Emmy for his Netflix series. And then, look at him, he's so shining. And then finally, I have to mention, my girl, Angela Bassett, received an honorary Oscar at Tuesday's 14th Annual Governors Awards. Major congrats to the Queen after her snub last year. Remember that, Mark? Now all is right with the world, okay? So congrats to all of them, but it's good to see Angela getting her flowers, Mark.
Definitely. And you know, I always, again, Lady T, all this information, who knew? I didn't know this information. Only you are brewing up the hot tea, and I want to give you your flowers.
It stays. Oh, you know, but because we're up next, Mark. We're up next. That's why. Okay.
Is that what's going on? Hold on, let's see.
Oh, no.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, you're up next. Was that Jason Momoa? Tell him to call me.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said he needs some shampoo. He wants
Stop hating on my man, Mark. Okay,
no,
but it's
Lady T, the only question I have is you are a huge fan of the marriage.
Yes.
But then you're kind of like happy that he's free. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Because you know
how does Lisa Bonet feel about you feeling like that about her ex?
I love Lisa Bonet. That's my girl. I love her so much.
Can you serve two masters?
No, you can't. I want Jason. I'll take Jason any day, okay?
Wow.
All right, that's it for the tea for today. Now, y'all know what to do at home. Y'all got to go sip on all that tea.
Okay, time now for your weather with meteorologist Justin Chambers. Oh, Justin.
We're tracking our next weather maker, another round of wind and rain coming in, especially as we get into Friday night and Saturday morning. But for your Thursday, not bad at all. Look at your hour-by-hour forecast. A lot of us will hang out in the lower 50s under partly cloudy skies. The average this time of year is 43, so we're going to be in that above average category. And also, sunrise and sunset time starting to get a little bit earlier for the sunrise and a little bit later for the sunset now as we get closer to the spring equinox. And the big thing today, a lot less wind, so overall kind of a mild afternoon. Should see a mix of just sun and clouds out there. Temps in the 40s and lower 50s. These are going to be your high temperatures across central Maryland. 50 in Annapolis and Laurel. Lower 50s down to D.C. Mid 40s and even upper 40s for Philly and New York up to the north. 48 there in Ocean City. We do have a coastal flood watch. It starts tomorrow night or afternoon and goes all the way through Saturday morning. It's only for Anne Arundel County, so we are expecting more of that rain to roll in. But we're looking great today for our future scan. Thursday afternoon, no issues, and even the first part of Friday. It's late Friday and early Saturday. You can kind of see it 8 and 9 p.m. on Friday night. That's when the heaviest rain will roll through. The strongest wind as the cold front comes through right around midnight will be breezy back behind that, but drier as we get into your Saturday. And let me show you this 10-day forecast, and it is looking quite a bit colder next week. So we've got 50s through Saturday. MLK Day, not bad, but right about 40 for your high. Could see some snow showers late Monday, but Tuesday is our next actual chance for snow. And notice those numbers stay in the 30s into next weekend as well.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Tin Coat.
Every January, CES provides a global stage for the latest tech innovations from industries across the board. Tech expert and award-winning journalist Andrea Smith is here to give an inside look at the largest tech conference in the world.
Hey, I'm Andrea Smith at the CES in Las Vegas. You know, this show is the place where we see all the innovation that's going to be coming down the pike in the coming year. There is so much innovation going on here. AI is the big trend. We're seeing artificial intelligence in everything from kitchen appliances to cars to digital health, the latest TVs. I've seen all the TV brands showing off their biggest and brightest screens. So much tech here. My favorite part, of course, is all the innovation in the smart home space. Now, there's so many exciting smart home products, from smart lighting to home security. Even how we clean our homes is getting smarter. Tinco, a maker of innovative home cleaning products, is gaining popularity. It's in more than 12 million homes in the U.S. They are making the dreaded cleaning chores easier and more efficient. Here at the show, they've got the Pure One Station, a lightweight cordless vacuum that's smart enough to detect the amount of dirt you've got and automatically adjust the suction level. Even better, it docks in a self-cleaning station, so after it cleans your floors, the station cleans and empties the vacuum from brush to dustbin. And for every type of mess in your home, the Floor One Switch S7 is a cordless vacuum and floor cleaner that has a shared battery. You can easily swap between the two, saving you time, money, and space. And moving forward, we can really expect a little bit of multifunctionality. We're going to see a lot fewer devices that do even more things. And of course, for the rest of the show, there's lots of excitement, robots, smart home personalized robots. For more information on these cleaning products, you can head over to tinco.com.
Still ahead, some things just deal breakers. Coming up, the most common deal breaker singles are sharing. And when it comes to dating, a lot of people have deal breakers, things that would end a relationship. A new list is naming some of the most common deal breakers. They are a disheveled or unclean appearance, being lazy and being too needy, a lack of humor, and living more than 3 hours away. Those are kind of the top 5. And we want you to tell it, do you have deal breakers in relationships? 90% of you guys say yes, and the rest say no. But come on, you got deal breakers. We got a great show lined up for tomorrow. Is it okay to bring little kids to nice restaurants? Woman is going viral for her anti-kids rant in an upscale restaurant. We'll chat about why she says parents should stay home or find a babysitter, and we'll ask you to weigh in on the debate.
Find out how to have your business featured on Be More Lifestyle. Email us at BeMoreLifestyleTV@FoxBaltimore.com.
And as always, thank you for inviting us into your home. Make sure you follow Be More Lifestyle on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and all those platforms. Have a great one, and we will see you tomorrow.